Hey everyone, this is Levi with Between Two Lines. Today, I want to talk about something that I know quite a bit about, and all of you probably at least know something about. Tonight, I'm in Orlando, Florida, and that explains the very Florida-looking hotel room that I am in. I would have liked to have done it outside, but it's dark, and unfortunately, I'm sick as a dog, so please bear with me. I'll try to edit out any coughing. Today I want to talk about something that I'm very passionate about because I have a lot of experience with it, and that's people interviewing for jobs, and especially those of you that are interviewing with type 1 diabetes. I've had the fortune of being able to interview a lot of people, and I've hired a lot of people, and I've had the misfortune of having to make separation with a lot of people. And there's some stuff going on in the workplace that just grinds my gears, and a lot of it affects type 1 diabetics. So that's what today's video is about. So let's dive right into it, and at the end I'll leave you with 3 things to take into your first interview as a type 1 diabetic. If you're a type 1 diabetic and you've not been into a job interview, it's coming. If you have, you know, it can be weird trying to make decisions on how you're going to approach it. Are you going to tell the interviewer that you have type 1 diabetes, or do you not? Obviously, I'm not the only person who has some of this experience, so that's why there's a lot of wise words when you make comments about, hey, my son's interviewing for a position, does he tell him he's a type 1 diabetic? They're always resoundingly saying, no, don't tell him. They are correct. Here's why. In the years leading up to today, laws have been put into place to protect different individuals from being terminated for different sets of circumstances. Circumstances like your age, your gender, your race, your religion, your medical conditions. The list goes on, and all the different protected classes are not the point of the video. But what is important is that all these things that have been done to protect people from being terminated, all those problems have just been bundled up, a bow was put on them, and they were moved over here to the hiring process. And it shouldn't be that way. In a perfect world, this is a non-issue. We're not having this conversation, but it is the way it is in today's world. So here's what you need to know about interviewing as a type 1 diabetic. So during an interview process, several things are happening. A lot of the things are very obvious. You can read about them on the internet. You'll experience them if you interview for a job. Someone's going to sit on the other side of the desk and ask you questions. They're all about you. What do you like to do? What are your biggest strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? A lot of generic questions that are used to get very specific responses to see what kind of person you are. Or do you make eye contact? Are you willing to learn? Are you a team player? Are you arrogant? Things like that. What's happening non-verbally is they're also assessing your body language. Do you slouch? Do you have good posture? Do you seem to have a negative vibe you're putting off? Or do you seem like a happy person? They're also calculating, and this is the part that is irritating, they're assessing how fireable you are as an individual. Kind of keeping a checklist of how many protected classes does this person fit into. Because if I like them, and I think they're going to work, but they come on board and they don't, they're a flop, how easily can we separate from this employee without me exposing the employer to a great amount of legal risk for terminating someone in a protected class? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and it's maddening. It shouldn't be that way. But right now it is that way, and there's gentlemen that do that. And I don't like it. But knowing it can help you interview better for the job that you want. Don't tell them you're a diabetic. Period. It's irrelevant. If you tell somebody you're a diabetic, you're telling them you're in a protected class and that you're more difficult to fire. That's not good. Most of what you say during an interview is either helping you get the job or pushing you further away from it. So let's say I'm being interviewed, and the interviewer says to me, hey, Levi, that's pretty much what the job's all about. I've talked to you. I feel like you're going to be a good fit. However, I've done this several times today. I've interviewed with several people, and a lot of times I miss something out. So what questions do you have for me? And I say, nothing, Mr. Jones. I agree. I'm very excited about it. I think I'd be a good fit. I do want to be forthcoming and tell you that I am a type 1 diabetic. Just wanted you to know. Cut. That's a problem. May not feel like a problem. You were being honest. Saying to a potential employer, I just want to let you know I'm a type 1 diabetic, sounds like a problem. Sounds a lot like, hey, I just need to let you know I can't work on Fridays. Or, hey, just so you know, I live an hour and a half away from here. Just want to let you know and be forthcoming. You're only telling me bad news. Don't give bad news. So let's go through that skit again. But let's say that the interviewer is completely impartial and without reproach, is interviewing in the most pure interview process possible. They're just trying to figure out, can you do the job that they've posted? Don't tell that person you're a diabetic either. He doesn't care. If I'm interviewing you and you tell me you're a type 1 diabetic, that's a problem, because I'm sitting here thinking, first of all, who cares? I don't care if you're a diabetic or not. I just want to know if you can do the job. I'm not going to hire you or not hire you based off of your medical condition. It doesn't matter to me. That's which is what you want. You don't want them to care. But you brought it up to me, so why'd you bring it up to me? Is it going to interfere with your ability to do this job we're talking about? Those are the kind of things that are going to go through the interviewer's mind. Those are bad things. Don't bring up those things either. Don't tell them you're diabetic. If you are a diabetic and you know you're capable of doing that job that you're interviewing for, diabetes is irrelevant. It has no place in the interview. Go in there as a straight up candidate for the job, and you will get the job, because that's the last part, is confidence. So being confident about being diabetic is the third and final point. And I want to leave you with a story about me at a job where I started and did not tell them I was a diabetic. I took the job as a sales job. By third month, I'm starting to feel comfortable. I've kind of found my place, and I've got a customer I'm working where that deal is in the final stages. It's at the most critical moment where it's wrapping up and hands are about to be shaken and it's going to be finalized. But at that moment, probably 15 minutes before, I feel myself crashing. And in my head, I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. But on the outside, I'm staying cool, because my diabetes is not going to win and ruin this for me. I need this to close. That's my priority. So I made the decision. I'm going to ride it out and try to get this deal closed, and then I'll handle it. So fast forward 15 minutes, we get the deal done, shake hands. I'm shaky at this point. And I go to the manager there, and I'm like, hey, I need to run to the gas station and get something. I'm a type 1 diabetic. My blood sugar's crashing. Here's how they responded, and here's what you can expect. This is exactly how they responded. You have diabetes? And I was like, yeah, I got type 1 diabetes. And they're like, huh, I had no idea. Yeah, man, go get whatever you need. They don't care. And here's why they don't care. Because they're impressed. Everybody has a stigma about diabetes. We deal with it as diabetics every day. So if you're not telling them, and then you just handled it, and then you have a moment, and you tell them then, hey, by the way, I'm a diabetic, I need to go up here and take care of this real quick. They're going to be impressed that, hey, I didn't even know that dude had diabetes. He must have his stuff together. Okay, whatever. Clearly it doesn't impact his ability to work. And you're good. And guess what? After that point, you don't have to be perfect. I still had issues. My blood sugar still would go low. I still have instances where I was scrambling to find a drink, but nobody cared, because by that point, it was established I could do the job. And that's going to be you. So 3 things to take into your interview. 1, don't tell them you have diabetes. It's none of their business. And it's not a good thing when you tell them. It's going to produce a protected class, doesn't help you get the job. It's going to tell them a problem. You're presenting a problem that hey, by the way, I have diabetes. Here's a problem you may want to consider before hiring me. That's no good either. And 3, be confident about it. It'd be amazing how far you can get just with a confident feeling. Nobody cares you have diabetes. Don't stress about it too much. You've got this. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I come out with a video every week. Next week's going to be very different, and I'm nervous about it, and I'm having to bring in outside people to help with this one. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the button so you know the moment it drops. In the meantime, I'm Levi. This is Between Two Lines. Good luck keeping it between the lines.